Of the rainbow crow. In November, we in beginning school study Native American heritage and culture, and the rainbow crow is a legend of the Lenape tribe, and it's a wonderful story. It's about a bird that saves all the other animals from the snow, and he is rewarded for doing so. But he doesn't realize that it's a reward until the Great Sky Spirit explains it to him. So without further ado, we'd like to present the rainbow crow.
You're good.
Long, long ago, before men and women walked the earth, the weather was always warm and the animals were always happy. But one day, something happened to cause the earth to grow cold. Tiny crystals, glistening like diamonds, drifted down from the sky, covering the earth with a sparkling softness. The animals, seeing this for the first time, were not afraid, but curious. But soon the snow deepened. And Mouse disappeared. The tip of her tail was all the animals could see, and they began to worry. Then Rabbit disappeared. And the tips of her ears were all the animals could see, and they really worried. And at last the animals gathered together to talk about the weather. And they decided a messenger needed to travel at once to the Great Sky Spirit to ask him to stop the snow. But who would be willing to leave the earth to visit where the Great Sky Spirit lived? Fox stood up and said, "Owl is the wisest.
Owl is the wisest.
Perhaps he should go."
Perhaps he should go.
But the animals said,
"No!
He might get lost in the light of day, so Owl should not go." Then Beaver stood up and said, "Deer should go."
Maybe deer should go.
But the animals said,
"No!
She might follow her tail instead of her nose, so deer should not go. The noisy animals screeched and howled. They could not decide who should visit the Great Sky Spirit to ask him to stop the snow. And so the snow grew deeper and deeper and deeper until they almost disappeared. And then suddenly down from the top of the tallest tree flew Rainbow Crow, the most beautiful bird on earth, who called out to all the animals in the sweetest voice of all birds, saying, "I will go.
I will go.
I will stop the snow."
I will stop the snow."
And the animals, happy at last to have Crow as their messenger, said, "Yay!"
Yay!
And chanted a song of praise, saying, "Yucca, yucca, yucca, yucca.
Yucca, 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 yucca.
Rain, Rainbow Crow.
Rain, Rainbow Crow.
Stop the snow, Crow.
Stop the snow, Crow.
Fly to the sky high.
Fly to the sky high.
Rain, rainbow crow.
Rain, rainbow crow.
Yucca, 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 yucca.
Yucca, 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 yucca.
Then high up into the sky flew Rainbow Crow, far above the snow and the winds of the earth, way beyond the moon and the stars in the clouds. For 3 days. For 3 days, Crow flew until he came to the great sky spirit, who was just too busy to notice him. So Rainbow Crow began to sing. La 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 la. Now the great sky spirit stopped to listen. Never before had he heard such a sweet voice sing such a beautiful song. And he told Crow to choose a gift. Now Crow knew that far below on earth, the snow was getting so deep that soon all the animals would disappear. So he asked the great spirit to please stop the snow. And for snow has a spirit of its own. When snow spirit leaves the clouds to visit with his friend, the wind spirit, the snow will stop, but the earth will still be cold. So Crow asked the great spirit to please stop the cold. All I can do is give you the gift of fire. Fire will keep you warm and will melt the snow. I give you this gift but once, so hurry and fly back to earth before the fire disappears. And off flew Crow. On the first day, as Crow flew down, showering sparks of fire darkened his tail feather. On the second day, as Crow flew down, the fire burned brighter and the stick grew shorter. And all of Crow's feathers became covered with soot. And on the third day, as Crow flew down, the fire was so hot and the stick was so short that the smoke and ash blew into Crow's mouth, and his voice became cracked and hoarse, sounding like caw, caw. And when at last Crow returned to the clearing of the forest, all the animals had disappeared. So Crow flew down and melted the snow. And this tiny stick of fire became the grandfather of all fires. And for this, all the animals stood up and said, "Thank you, Crow."
Thank you, Crow.
And chanted a song of praise, singing, "Yucca, yucca, yucca, yucca.
Yucca, 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 yucca.
Kind, young, brave Crow
Come, young, brave Crow.
saved us from snow.
Saved us from snow.
Flew to the sky high.
Flew to the sky high.
Brought back fire.
Brought back fire.
Now just plain Crow.
Now just plain Crow.
No more rainbow.
No more rainbow.
Yucca, 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 yucca.
Yucca, 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 yucca.
And the animals went back to their homes in the forest. all alone, Crow had flown off to a distant tree where he began to cry. He was no longer beautiful. He could no longer sing a sweet song. His rainbow feathers were gone forever. When the snow spirit emptied the clouds and joined the wind spirit, the snow stopped. But Crow just kept crying. The great sky spirit heard Crow and came down from the sky. He came down from the sky. And when he saw Crow, he said, "People will appear on earth.
People will appear on earth.
They will take the fire
They will take the fire.
and be master of all but you.
And be master of all but you.
For being so brave
For being so brave,
and unselfish,
unselfish,
I give you
I give you
the gift of freedom.
the gift of freedom.
People will never hunt you, for your meat tastes like fire and smoke. People will never capture you, for your beautiful voice is now crackly and hoarse. People will never want your feathers, because your rainbow colors are now black. But your black feathers will shine, and they will reflect all the colors on earth. And if you look closely, you'll see." Then Crow looked at his wings and saw hundreds of tiny rainbows shining in his black feathers. And he looked up, and he was happy. The great sky spirit returned to his home up in the distant sky. And Crow happily returned to his home with his friends in the forest, proud that he was now Black Crow with shiny feathers full of tiny rainbows. The end. We'd like to introduce our cast. Our fox was Luca. Our deer was Susanna. Our beaver was Melani. Our bear was Kepler. Our snow spirits were Aaron and Seamus. Our bunny was Vailana. Our mouse was Ava. Our crow was Kerr. Our owl was Harrison. And our great sky spirit was Dante. Yay! 1, 2, 3. We would like for you to join us, please. We've got some juice, chocolate milk, and some muffins and treats out in the foyer. We'll go out there, enjoy it a little bit, and then we'll have the kids come back in here and help us clean this all up. So thank you for coming.